What's happening, everybody? Unfinished? Damn. Yeah. What's up, Tom? Loading up for an early start. Heck yeah. Tom, do you have any idea what that wiring harness is that I have in that picture? You've worked on it before. Not this one, but very similar to everything else you've worked on. What up, Dakota? How's your week started out, Dakota? Maya says hi. She's driving through. Heck yeah. It's a lot of driving. Caught John Wilburn live on the way out there today. Very good. Starting a new position this week. I'm training to be in sales. That means no 0 degree shop this winter if everything works out. I hope it works out for you. I hate the cold. Yeah, I'm not not one to stick out in the cold no more. I used to as a kid, but I can't stand it now. I don't know what the hell I did yesterday. They gave me a Ram 1500 with a 3.6 e-torque to pull a trailer, no names. Well, I hope it works out for you. Is that the diesel 3.6? Oh, okay. It might get better gas mileage than the other truck did you ran, but we'll see. I did order a new set of belts. Hopefully they'll be here soon. Being in a shop full of steel makes it even worse because it holds the cold in. Yeah. Oh, I know it does make sense because we get cars sitting outside whole weekend coming in Monday, knock all the snow off of them, bring them inside, and the cold steel just like sucks right into your hands when you're trying to work on the car. So yeah, I totally get it. It's like 350 miles per tank of gas. So I mean that will be hateful. I think me and we stopped every 300 miles because that was a I was getting like 100 miles per quarter tank. So what up, Twisted? You're just running a regular old open trailer, aren't you, Tom? Next week and the week after I took off so I could get some stuff done on my projects. Yeah. It's pretty crappy. You got to take vacation just so you can work on your own shit. My Ram will get 20 miles per hour loaded with a trailer. I think my truck without a trailer gets like 21 or 22, but with a trailer, I think it drops to like 13 or 14. I don't know how maps will send me. No enclosed trailer. Cool. You should be okay. You do some weekends, but I think I'm lazy. I get that way sometimes too. It's all right. I don't know if I could get 24 mile a gallon. If I had like a 342 gear, I probably could, but I think I got 355 in mine, so it's not the best. Allergies, oh yeah, I know. I know all about it. It's crazy. Normally my allergies bug me in the spring. Now they bug me in the fall. Yeah, 355 in yours too. That's nuts. No, mine. I can't get better than about 22 mile a gallon in my truck. And mine's only a 6. Overdrive on overdrive. I don't think so. I mean, you still got overdrive and lockup. It's just there's a few more gears in between everything else. 20-inch tall tires. So the wheels are 20s, but I've got two 75 60s 20, and I think they're 32 inches tall. I think 31 or 32, one or the other. Seems like the 6 speeds, the 90 Camaros and Firebirds have two overdrive gears. Um, so fifth gear when you shift into fifth is drive. Sixth is overdrive. What's up, bro? Yeah, because first gear with a 6 speed, it don't last but a few feet, especially if you got it geared real big. My brother Jeremy's, uh, he had a Formula Firebird with a 6 speed, and I think he had a 390 gears in his. First gear lasted about 6 feet. It was fast, especially if he was running street tires. Hey, Wendy. Oh, it definitely launched out of first. You just had to shift really damn fast. Old Mac. Good evening. How's everything feeling? I think everybody's had a sinus headache yesterday and today. Is it still attached? Hopefully, your arm is still attached. And we had a really good weekend with both my daughter's birthdays. And then um, Sunday, did a little cookout for my one daughter and her friends. And it was great. But man, yesterday, my sinuses just like closed my whole head up. Still driving to Uncle Sonny's. We had a late start than what we wanted. It happens. Found the sharpest piece of metal in my garage with your thumb. Where would that would have been? That sucks, man. think I'm going to hold off while having the surgery. Let the shoulder heal a bit. Need to get the okay from cardiologist first anyway. Last stress test was bad. God dang it, man. God, that sucks. In your middle bin, of course. You just survived going through Atlanta. All is good. Hell yeah. Been through Atlanta 4 times. Traffic was always bad. I don't think I've ever been to Atlanta. Doing some top secret stuff. Oh shit. What happened last time when you started doing your own stunts? We got to outsource that shit, remember? We get too old for that. Atlanta sucks. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever gone through Atlanta. Or even Georgia for that matter. I think the farthest south was North Carolina, I think I've ever been. Went through there in July in my motorhome, and it was bad. Yeah, bad. Oh, let's see. Yeah. So so, so I take that back. The closest I've been to Atlanta or even Georgia, well, I was in Tennessee. So there we go. Atlanta has twice the lanes on 75 than Detroit, and Detroit is not as congested. Damn. 7 lanes of bumper to bumper. Oh, sounds like I really don't want to go then. Strong pass on that. Thanks. I do not recommend it. Nah, I don't sound like it. Oh, crap. Jason has service calls all the way down to Atlanta. No. I think when he bought his camper, he had to go down there and drive it home. Ah. Yeah, you too, Mindy. Oh well. I haven't lost anything in Atlanta. Except your mind. Yeah, we went to Myrtle Beach and then to Tennessee for my birthday trip. Oh, that's right. Got my brother's new trailer. 7 foot tall. What? It's a big ass trailer. Oh man. Uh, oh, hate allergies. Ugh. Sorry. Oh man. Uh, so I got the other day. I holding 10 trailer frames. Wow. But that was a sight. I can leave windshield up in the trailer now. Trailer, rent. Ain't got no cigarettes. Oh, yeah. Perhaps. Sorry. King of the road. I have to look it up. Sorry. Oh. Here's Ridley sitting down eating mashed potatoes. Danny wanted me to show her real quick. She's getting big. You know the Talladega Nights intro. Not really. She wore it more than she ate it. Yeah, it's what brats do. You did the same thing. God dang. Written and recorded in 1964. Woo! Oh, man.
I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of shit through.
Roger Miller version. Let's see. Yeah, that was 1965.
Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom. Guys, 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road.
Yeah, I can't say that I've ever heard it.
Destination Bangor, Maine. Ooh, worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke.
I'm about to make Gage sleep on the couch if he keeps the stink up. Well, keep feeding them all that shit. That's going to happen. Now watch the birth of Ricky Bobby. I've seen that. You've heard that? I don't think I ever have. I've heard some people calling the lyrics out, but I've never actually heard the song. Is it Ballad of Ricky Bobby or Birth of Ricky Bobby? What was that? You made it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let's move on to something else. From the movie, yeah. But Dan, to answer your question about that wiring harness, it was actually the MDS solenoid harness for a Hemi. It was shorting out against the block, and they couldn't find it, so it was shorting out number 4. I took it apart, went to unplug it, and that wire was so stiff that as soon as I lifted the harness up, the whole harness just cracked into pieces. But that one I had open was grounding against the engine. Never seen Tennessee Day. Oh. Never seen Tennessee. Days of Thunder was okay. Sort of my era of Winston Cup. Yeah. Under the Intake, yeah. Yep. I just zoomed in on it so that I could take a picture of it. You have an extra harness? We had to go buy one. They had a couple in stock over at the dealership by us, so I had to order my thermostat for advance. So it's just going to come to the house. Okay. I'm abandoning my paint job on the 05 Mustang. I effed it all up. Sucker's going to Mako. I mean, that's fair. You can only do so much. And when you know it's time to let someone else do it. After my dumbass bought all the paint, you can return none of it? Tony needs to watch a few videos to know how to change that. He can, but I told him the easiest way. Or I told you. You ain't careful, you'll buy paint and stuff that won't yeehaw together. Yeah, a mess. Send it down, try it again. You can always try it again, Dan. I ordered it and it's going out of production. I can use it on something I paint inside. Again, disassemble to paint. It needs a vertical surface. What up, Dylan? Watching a cop chase on the TV, so you got the iPhone taken up for it. Cool. Running out of weather, yeah. I need to keep my head cleared, but man, my head is just so stuffed yesterday and today. We got deer season coming up. I don't need this happening while I'm out there. Thunder. Oh, I don't have any. Sorry, it took me a second. On other subject, oh, there we go. The Northern Lights were spectacular last night, but I was sleeping. That's okay. Drinking a couple 16-ounce Coors Lights and more gin. Sounds good. I'm bringing stuff to give away: banners, posters, speakers, and stickers. Cool. Oh man. More gin at night. Did it make you sleep in too long, Dan? And old Mac, I forgot about the Northern Lights. It's about time for getting the big telescope out to look at some stars and stuff. Gin is better before dinner. Dinner stops me after dinner. I don't stop till blackout, and I set a goal to never black out ever again. And it's a good idea. Within 6 hours, and we're eating Subway and watching the Chase primaries. Jason's leaving Thursday, I think. If I get to move, it's going to be on Friday, unfortunately. Got to eat. Yep, go for it. Told my boss to deal with it. Yeah, well, depends on what it's about.
Reasons you need?
Took off the whole week so we could be better prepared. I got rid of lay down, so I'm going to lay down and watch it. Okay. Love you. Levi can't be eating this late. Give Ridley a kiss for me. Smack Gage for me. Even Thursday morning. Yeah. You did 16 hours today? Jesus. That's a lot. Oh, flat rate. From your house to Sykeston? Um, Supersonic? I mean, shoot, probably 15 minutes. I don't work 16 hours a whole week. I still show 42. How long would it take an F-35 to go from Michigan to Missouri?
There's light traffic from Michigan to Missouri, so it'll take about 9 hours, 51 minutes.
Well, that's not. Let's see. Depending on the route, speed, and need aerial refueling, the F-35's top speed is Mach 1.6, 1,200 mile per hour. So wow. It says 1 hour. An A-10 is more likely, but fine. Taylor headland. Well, it says roughly an hour from Michigan to Missouri. And they probably have to refuel once also. Why not, Dan? Where's that rule? I just wore blue jeans and a button-up flannel white shirt for today and yesterday. That's our tools for people who can't work on anything. Eh. Columbus to Tampa was 2 hours for you? How? Only suited this guy. Yeah, me too. Oh. Comment above. A Top Fuel Hemi. Dakota, I'm not sure exactly which comment you mean, man. C-130 from Wright Pat to Columbus, 35 minutes. I use some of that super clean with a bristle brush to clean the rubber mat in my truck. Yeah, it works okay. I was gonna try and do that video thing that they pushed for everyone to try and do last year. Man, I tried using it to clean stuff up with, and it wasn't working worth a shit. I'm like, I ain't making a video for it. Said our former upstairs boss thought desks were only used for propping up female coworkers. Woo! I didn't see that one, man. From a standing start, these top fuelers can accelerate. Oh, I know. Especially Brittany. Which did I read right that she's retiring? Damn. Let's see. Force. Yep. Brittany, after making new mile an hour records, she is going to retire this year. We just got into Ohio. Are buffering on my phone. That's weird. I don't know why I tried to hide my comment. I don't know. I didn't see it. I went back and looked for it, but There's no hidden comments. Yep, she ready to make babies. Since they both go through the same wireless router. Yeah. Your phone's bit rate's a little bit slower than your TV is then. You're on a PC and it buffered for a second. I know earlier at like 9 o'clock, the screen flashed black for a second. I don't know why. You saw that too. The buffer here, but I'm only a block away. Shoot, when I had no internet, that one live, yours was fine. So I think I had a glitch in the matrix on this side of the road that wouldn't let me pick up internet. It started working fine after that. It's upstairs. Unless you smell something, then it wasn't me. I mean, other than Tom, um, just because Tom works at a Chrysler dealership, but I dropped an oil pan on I think it was a 16 Durango Hemi Durango today, and it's all plastic. Maybe the neighbors. Be one hell of a fart. But yeah, I dropped an oil pan on a 16 Durango, the Hemi. And hi, Marissa. I get it out, and the gasket's hard as a freaking rock. So I'm picking it out of there. The bolts are falling out. I grabbed the O-ring for the oil pump pickup, and it's a little hard. And I was just like, I pulled a new oil pan gasket set, as it says. All there is an oil pan gasket. Plastic oil pan, yeah. So it doesn't have the oil pump pickup O-ring in the oil pan gasket set. Okay, cool. So we get on what's it called? Parts Link, I think we have at the shop. Put in the VIN. It'll bring up all the OE parts. The only way to get the O-ring is to buy the pickup. The only way to get the pickup is to buy the oil pan. It's like 3 or 4 days out. We'd have to get it from somewhere else. So we somewhere was able to scratch up a O-ring, put the gasket in there, had to modify it a little bit because it didn't fit it perfectly. Put it back together, and it's sealed. So the O-ring I put in there was just I don't know. It was like 13 thousandths larger than the original. So it didn't hurt anything. I was afraid that if it was a little bit too big, it'd bust that oil pan just because it's fucking plastic. You can cut down an O-ring to size and super glue it together. Nah, pass. It's for an oil pump pickup. I don't think I can do that. I think that might freak my mind out a little bit. Um, hmm? Hmm. But yeah, that was, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Dan, I understand, but it's having to drop the oil pan again if the O-ring doesn't seal. I didn't want that possibility. So yeah, dumb, 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 dumb. The damn the windage tray was plastic, um, you know, melted into the oil pan bosses that were sticking up and holding the oil pump pickup. It was all plastic molded and melted into place. I just couldn't believe it. Is that the old heat? No, that's my light. That thing, that's a fluorescent light. That heater died years ago. Tanning bed, no. That was actually the light I used to have over my bench right here. But I got all these LEDs that I put up and I don't need it anymore. I thought about putting it out in the shed just so it could, get busted by something flying in the shed. So I haven't decided yet. Yeah. Oops, tape worked on my. That's why I keep working just to see what they do next. Worked on my O-ring and my aquarium canister filter. They don't make replacement for it. The filter. It's 3 years old. That's dumb. Teflon tape, yeah. We've had to reseal stuff with Teflon tape and liquid Teflon. That's cool. It's whatever. But a plastic oil pan. It's so freaking soft too. I'm sure. I think it had 130,000 on it. I'm sure that oil pan is not going to last another 130 with how brittle it felt. But the guy needed his car back, and we couldn't have another oil pan for 3 or 4 days. It's probably Monday or Tuesday of next week. That's what she said. That it's brittle and soft. Most plastics aren't even tolerant of petroleum products. That's no shit, too. Misfires you can't find. Retorque intake manifolds. Oh, nice. Makes total sense because they probably over torqued it anyway, or they did it in the wrong sequence and warped the intake. The that oil pan bolt was 9 foot-pounds. 9. Which ones was it on the Hemi, Tom, that you were talking about? Because I had one that had misfires in it. We did plugs and stuff, and it got better, but it didn't fix it. But then I put the smoke machine on it for the evap and found the intake wasn't sealing, so we replaced the O-rings. My Trans Am, the intake manifold got loose a couple of times. Tightened her back up in shear runway, but yeah, I've seen that before. Had an intake manifold go loose on my all the plastic intakes. Gotcha. 82 GT5 and F5. They sound like a V6. What in the fuck? I mentioned last week about the 3D printed intake manifold Steve Morrison engines tested on the dyno. No. Actually, yeah, I think you did bring that up. What's Woody? Good. Maybe good to make one just how you wanted. Yeah. If it could withstand the heat. Dakota, all the intake manifolds these days are all plastic, but they're, what would you call them, blow molded or something type of injections. They're not 3D printed. 3D printed is a whole lot more, a whole lot less dense than the other injected plastic intakes. But all the LSs, the Fords, I mean, all of them are all plastic. No, it doesn't. You missed my instructions. What? The fuck you talking about? Did you text me something? For 70 to 81 Trans Am, I think there would be a market for a good aluminum dual plane intake that worked. With factory shaker, they got a couple options, but the factory iron beats them. Yeah. Notarock don't make intake for my 463 valve. I don't know if they ever made an aftermarket for those, other than a factory replacement. I don't think anyone did, except for Dorman. When you use a polar intake manifold, you have to run a goofy air cleaner with a much more restrictive element. It performed just as well as a fully ported FR aluminum cast and then some. Cool. Even some oil pans are composite or plastic for the. Yes, I know, and they suck. I hate it. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it because they're all going plastic on everything. This Ford Escape, I just did the engine in. I replaced last Monday and Tuesday. Um, there was some type of cooler. Because you got the intake manifold that bolted the head. It had 4 bolts inside the intake, 4 on the outside, and this big, huge cooler that had antifreeze going through it went into the intake also, and had like 12 little bolts holding it in the intake. I don't know what the purpose was. I fit a Performer RPM spacer and a Holley 4160 under my hood with the stock air filter assembly. Forget how I adapted a 2-valve breather to a 4-barrel Holley decades ago. Yeah. I think strokeometric trick. Um, Seizure type of stroke metric. Is that what the hell are you talking about? Oh, that setup was under the hood for my old 68 Cougar. Ah.
Bust Hunter's ass tomorrow. It's his birthday.
Uh,
Bust Hunter's ass tomorrow. It's his birthday.
Indeed. Delivered twins? Hmm. 14.71. I like it a little richer than that, Tom. Get a big serpentine belt, dude. I just took one off of Hemi. So yes, deal. All right, Dakota. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Hope you can get all your projects caught up when you take your time off. And good luck. Hey, you too, man. How much of the belts and pulleys from a 5.7 would bolt on a 340? I know I spelled it incorrect. I have a GED. That's okay. New Rams have stretch belts. They suck. Yeah, a lot of them are going to that. I had that that Escape I did, that 18 Escape. It was a stretch belt and it sucked ass. I actually I took a pry bar against the frame rail, pushed against the belt, and ratchet strapped it to keep the belt against the pulleys while I was trying to run it onto the other one because it kept trying to walk off of it. It was stupid. Ugh. Spoke too soon about surviving Atlanta. Flat tires simultaneously, driver front and passenger rear. Damn. Might make it 9 miles with freak. Jesus. Sorry, Colleen. I hope it gets better for you. Definitely want to start over changing a tire in Atlanta. What up, JB? JB in this bitch. A bad day driving to Sykeston is better than a good day at work. Still loading up. You can hear in about 3 hours. Oh my god. Come back before Saturday night though. That would suck. That's hmm. You'd love to go help them set up. Do it, man. Go take a shower, drink a bunch of water, and you'll be fine. As long as Lambert's ain't all you can eat, they ask me. No, I don't know if they have any all you can eat type of stuff, but um, it's definitely some good food. You enter the 6-cylinder bracket. Jason can, but run what you run. Jason, who was it bought Kill Care and Shady Bowl? Was it Tony Stewart? And I still don't get the name. I don't understand it. That was weird. It's Tony Stewart owns Shady Bowl. IHRA bought Kill Care. Oh, okay. Okay. I knew he bought something. I couldn't remember what the hell it was. So, what's up with the name that they chose? It's weird. I didn't look into it, and I saw Dylan's post earlier, and I was like, I don't know what to answer to that. Daryl and Anna something as IHR. Oh, so they ran their names together. That's the way it looks. Gotcha. Hey, Rich, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I was just kind of curious of why it, went that direction. You always seem to hold on to that information more than I do. Hmm. $3.5 million invested in counting. Cool. One day I'll get back out there and watch them. Gonna be good for the fort. And absolutely, I totally agree. I wasn't ever against what they were doing. I was just kind of curious of why they, chose the name. It's kind of weird. Definitely going to be weird rolling up on it and not seeing it say Killcare Raceway. It's been there since before I was born. Oh. Well, as much as I hate to do it, I need to go take some medicine for my head. Everybody that's here and driving, be safe on your way to Sykeston. It's especially Colleen, if you're still here, be safe. Well, it's still in the old sign. I don't think they are taking it down. Oh, cool. So maybe they'll have formerly Killcare Raceway, something like that. One of my friend's dads worked for Killcare back in the 70s. We had a bunch of people that used to work there. A couple of my real good buddies used to work there. Well, another guy, Chris, he was there. I'm not sure if he still is. My buddy Jess, he used to. Looks like we were staying in Marietta tonight. Well, just be safe, Colleen. And I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go take some meds. My head's pounding. So, everybody take it easy. We'll see you later. Oh.